And just write down something here. 2. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, here we have the second map of EQL14 final, played at the end of 2011 between Slack and the Fragomatic. 3, 2, 1, go. Right, Striker gets the first low rocket launcher. He's going to try and take this secret and go straight to quad. But Recoil's jumping up to get it. Recoil gets it fairly unscathed. He's got a little bit of armor. He's hopefully going to jump across and get his ult, but Striker comes through the teleport and gets him.
Oh my god. Wow, I thought that Recoil would go down there, but he actually takes a Striker with him. Really good result there.
Yeah, that was amazing. Like, really good attack from Striker to know. I don't know whether he knew that that's where the enemy quad would be, but really makes a big impact by coming through at that time and just landing those rockets. And it's ended up massively in Fragomatic's favour. They got the next 2 rocket launchers, so it's 2-0, 3-0 now to Fragomatic.
Yeah, Milton must have picked up the packs that were left to tie, both of them I think, and wow, yeah, Fragomatic with 3 rocket launchers now to Slacker 0. Wow, but, wow, no, lags up, you're spamming too much.
Yeah, took out his teammate.
Yeah, Nitram actually surviving there, so still a really good result. And wow, okay, 3 people with a full red here on the team of Fragomatic.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't a full start per se. It was some good play, which resulted in the Fragomatic lead at the moment. Or maybe it was Striker going down when he attacked at high. But they definitely got a very, very, very strong position now and going to build up a big frag lead. 30 frags in the lead already. Nice
yeah, you
rockets.
see, yeah, for sure, you know, they're not letting Slackers have anything. Oh, okay, Telelost, Milton, what will you do?
So when Telly's not safe, it's good to stay up at that Telly exit, spamming it until quad spawns.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like, Milton can't really do anything with his squad until Telly is safe again. So he will probably position himself in a way here that that will kill all the spawners, but it's not a really good position, as you can see. Quite difficult to kill everyone off, and wow, it's actually going for the low here eventually. But Recall was already here, so we didn't really need to. And I don't necessarily think that high is safe. No, actually Slackers are there. Okay, let's see if he can... Okay, Striker seemed to... Yeah, he just picked it up. So I'm not really sure if that was the correct play by Milton. Think he would have fared a little bit better just still camping that high rocket launcher. Or maybe at least timing it a little bit better on his return.
So that was potentially down to the miscommunication.
Wow!
Oh!
No!
It was going down in the end after that chaos.
Yeah, I think if Recall had told him that, yeah, don't come too low, till he's not safe, then I think, yeah, it would have helped Milton a little bit in his decision making there. Not really sure what transpired, if Recall actually said it, if Milton went anyway, or whatever, but yeah. Anyway, you have to kind of look really hard to find any errors in decision making. Wow, okay. Yeah.
My frag.
Yeah, okay, so Darky has secured a rocket launcher now and is really stacked at Red Mega. But he's... Okay, and they picked up the next low as well. Yeah, so let's see. They're gonna be a bit too late to attack this squad though.
Yeah. So they're playing defensive, they'll probably retreat. Getting up to speed. Oh, almost! That would have been a sweet rocket.
Yeah, Milton reading the situation perfectly. Wow!
Oh, Zero was hiding!
Yeah, completely backstab there. Wow.
I think
Nice move by
Zero might have actually been inside the secret, perhaps?
Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
That frag by Paradox. Wow. Wow, if that isn't highlighted, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's some crazy stuff.
It was perfection.
Yeah, you know, Laxup really didn't count on... you can't really account for an enemy landing any air rockets, really. So he thought he was safe, but yeah. Clearly he wasn't.
Not when someone can do that.
If someone can do that, you're never safe.
Exactly. So it goes down to the grenades. But it's 2 rocket launchers to 0 on Slackers now. No weapons on Fragomatic, but they do have the quad. It sees Darky, but it takes rocket damage, so Paradox finally finishes him off. So Slackers in a really good position. 3 rocket launchers to 0. Para and Striker being the strong ones here.
Funny thing is that 0 is the only one who doesn't have a rocket launcher. No, I made the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Fun
Yeah.
again. Regardless. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just can't help myself.
Striker with big stack of rockets. Oh, but he gets knocked into the lava!
Oh my god! Oh, and Milton coming in there. Oh my god. That looked really funny. Striker is struggling for his life and Milton like doo-doo-doo. Nope, you're dying.
Yeah, he did really well to rocket jump out onto the stairs.
And Milton getting a rocket launcher from somewhere. Not sure if he got a pack from Striker or if he got the high eventually. But yeah, he has the quad now, and I'm not really sure what happened there. I guess we were too preoccupied with bad jokes to notice that Fragomatic are in great control again.
Yeah, for sure. Milton playing this one down with his quad. 3 rocket launchers to 0 on Fragomatic. And doesn't want just retreat to the secret. Confident there's no enemy in there hiding. Recoil's got position on the quad, so yeah, it's just kind of run-of-the-mill spawn fragging at the moment. Zero's managed to get a rocket launcher. I'm just every time I think about Zero and rocket launchers, I'm going to think about your jokes now.
Yeah, I can't help myself either. Every time you mention it, I'm going like, wow, amazing rockets, but wow, that quad run. Oh my god. We landed like 3 completely flush rockets in a row. That's so difficult to do. Amazing quad run here by Recall.
Yeah, real nice. It's just about alive still. It's got to be the quad run of the game, I imagine.
Yeah, it's like if the enemy team has 4 players who can do quad runs like that, it's so disheartening. I mean, what? Really? Even takes down Darky here in secret.
Yeah, it doesn't need to save the pack. Oh, nice. Uses the rocket jump to damage his opponent. Making sure no one's hiding there at high. And with another quad. A little bit short on armour. But he'll probably be happy with this yellow and attack via the platforms, although Milton's gone in for it.
Yeah, and even before Recall made its way to low, a teammate had been there and taken the low rocket launcher. Just, wow. Such signs of dominance, that's so rare. Oh, can he make his way out? Oh. No, he can't, and he leaves a rocket launcher, wow.
Yeah, real risky at the end there.
Oh my god.
Paradox survives. Paradox is still alive, so 3 rocket launchers at the moment to Slackers, but they're not strong with them. And we've got Laxup in a really strong position, securing rocket launcher with his teammate. So it looks like that's a dent in Fragomatic's flow, but it won't stop the onslaught. Laxup taking out 2 teammates there.
Yeah. Some lack of communication, but Laxup being a little bit wary because he knew that his team didn't have any rocket launchers, so he knew there was an impending attack coming. which it wasn't, but yeah, he had every reason to think so. Some nice SG aim there.
Yeah, well, he used his last rocket up, so then he was left in an awkward situation where he had to hit all the SG shots, and yeah, managed it. Ooh, gets away with 14.
Yeah, and they were down just a few seconds ago, like Laxap the only rocket launcher, and now all of a sudden they have 3-1 again. So
yeah, great individual skill from every Fragomatic player.
Yeah, and you can just see exactly why they're ahead by 86 frags at the moment. It's just very, very nice plays all the time. It's so impressive. And they're fighting a little bit over who gets quad. Seems like Recall really wanted it. He wanted to have some fun. Get some frags for his team, as he's doing very nicely here. Yeah, just wow, spawn fragging away. And Slackers can't really hold a candle to this spawn fragging that's going on. Like, they even have 2 rocket launchers, but they still can't make anything going for them. Can hardly slow down the spawn fragging of Fragomatic.
Oh. Well, I think those rocket launchers forced Laxap to retreat to big and took some damage, so Laxap went down in the end. Rico tries to get the next rocket launcher, he does, but he's got not enough health to rocket jump up.
Oh, wow.
So he denies the rocket launcher, which will, you know, is positive, but he also died, so...
Yeah, they misjudged the situation a little bit there, Fragomatic did, because Recall was spawn fragging pretty well at low, but it was actually only Paradox and Zero he was spawn fragging. So the 2 rocket launchers that was hiding at Red Mega eventually made their way out, and yeah, made a lot happen, but once again it doesn't really seem to matter, because Fragomatic has 4 rocket launchers again. They're just getting so much out of every quad. They're getting tons of frags, they're killing rocket launchers. They just seems like Slackers are playing a little bit disheartened. They don't get enough out of every rocket launcher, or maybe they do, but Fragomatic are just too good at denying what comes after. It's just, yeah, impressive play here by Fragomatic.
Yeah, they seem to have just like the edge in every situation. And seem to get the most efficient kind of rocket exchanges and outcomes. They got 4-0, so let's see whether Laxap can. That looks was a nice surprise, but doesn't get the splash damage he needed.
Really working the angle nicely there. Not sure who did. Darky, I think. Yeah, shooting an unexpected Laxap there in the back. And Milton actually leaving the quad there to Laxap. Not sure if I agree. If I was the manager of Fragomatic, I would probably make sure that Milton got as many quads as possible.
Chaos here. Rico might leave him pack if he's not careful, but...
oh my god, and... okay, there was actually a pack there, and Nitram just comes in and takes the pack, and Rico gets out, and... yeah. Like, you can't even dream of the good results that Fragomatic are getting here.
Nitram did go down. Rico survives to get... well, Laxap survives. Rico gets a quad, but there's no weapons on Slackers at the moment.
And Nitram going down, at least there's some justice in the world. Yeah, I mean, not everything can go your way all the time. That's just not fair. But yeah, it really doesn't seem like Slackers can hold their own against the machine that is Fragomatic here.
I mean, these are 4 of the greatest 4 players in the Quake scene, all of the same team. Not gonna work out very well for anyone they face, really, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly, and you can really see why the QuakeWorld scene was a little bit hesitant to accept the monster that was Fragomatic. Yeah, I mean, if the scene was a little bit more competitive at the top, then yeah, sure, fine. But like, when there are so few good teams, it really doesn't make any sense to to make such a monster team as Fragomatic. So that was basically the critique that they got, and yeah, I think they acknowledged it.
Yeah, but I suppose there's some enjoyment from it's like a masterclass, you know. So with this quality players, even against great teams such as Slackers, you can see just you can learn from everything they're doing and the skills they're displaying. It shows you. I mean, like in another world, you might think Slackers are undefeatable, and then this is a team that's like showing you actually, this is what can be achieved.
Yeah, that's very true. It really shows that Slackers are a good team, but they're by no means impossible to beat, and not even impossible to spawn frag.
Yeah. So I like to think it's like for our viewing pleasure, and it being nice rocket there from Striker, really nice. It being like the only time that this happened as well, then it's possible this is the pooling is like maybe like the greatest skill that QuakeWorld has seen, at least in the few years kind of around this game.
Yeah, I kind of feel as well, like Milton and Nitram, they're such well-established players, like their decision-making and aim and just raw ability is just so good. And then you add Recall, who is arguably the best duel player. I know people kind of still think that Milton is, but Milton doesn't really participate in duel tournaments, so it's not really fair to compare him any longer, I feel. And Laxup is like a really steady 4-on-4 player. Decent in duel, not like anything special like Recall. Oh yeah, so sad. The hardest jump in QuakeWorld is not made easier by people standing there.
Yeah, even the greatest team.
Yeah, no, but it really is the hardest jump in QuakeWorld, because you never think of it as a hard jump, and therefore it becomes a hard jump. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, I guess.
Yeah.
Like it's just a jump. You just have to jump and hit the platform, but there are two of them and they're moving. So
it's really hard.
Yeah. It's an interesting dynamic there. Yeah, but I would argue that Milton and Nitram, when they form Paramedics, they're kind of the engine, the team play engine, if you will, and they're just met up by two aspiring, really good TDM players. Like I would call them like aspiring for Division 0, more so being like. I mean, both Nitram and Milton are like very well known to have been able to carry teams and just by their own personal skill, just carry a team on their backs. Recall and Laxup, not so much, but they're working wonders as supportive players. In this team, like if Nitram and Milton like carries the heavy load, so to speak, like it's just so they don't have any weaknesses. Is kind of what I'm getting at. I guess I don't know if I really had a point, but
well, they got a good balance of players, maybe as well, like good balance of roles. So.
Yeah, exactly. Laxup is being a little, Recall is being like a really balls to the wall player, just like Milton and Nitram is. They really can't stand still for like any period of time. They're moving, constantly moving, a little bit like myself, like constantly on the aggression, really trying to find angles, trying to find ways to attack, and just complete like super aggressive. And then you have Laxup, who is a little bit more composed, a little bit more picking his shots, a little bit more calm. So they have an interesting dynamic. Like I think the three aggressive players, they're really the ones forcing all the frags, and I think Laxup is more like a backbone.
In on E1M2, do you think? I mean, there's normally like two players that have got rocket launchers consistently. Obviously, it could be any of them, but maybe the ideal setup is having Milton and Nitram with the rockets, running yellows, and then Blackzap and Recall pressuring all the items and the enemy rocket launchers on the other side of the map. That could be like a real nice setup in E1M2.
Yeah, I really do feel like on E1M2, the next map that's coming up, I really don't feel like it will matter too much who gets the rocket launcher on Fragomatic, because they're all also individually strong and really good E1M2 players. So yeah, that's probably the ideal situation, but I don't think there's a bad situation, because having Milton running around roaming the map, just spamming and being a nuisance can be equally effective with Laxup with a rocket launcher, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to the E1M2 for sure, to see
cool
how it pans out.
Yeah, 294 to 137. That's DM2's round 2 going to Fragomatic, and so they're 2-0 up.
Yeah, and one quadron that stands out to me the most is probably Recall's quadron, because he landed such a beautiful rocket in a really tough angle. It was like it could have landed on like only a few millimeters of space to kill Darky there, and it actually managed to land it. And just before he had taken out 2, I don't think they had any weapons. They had some armor, but they took out two random players with not much to them, but like such clutch rockets, just one after the other, and it was really, really impressive.
Yeah, I liked the battle at high when the first the first rocket launchers met. Someone came through the telly, and they bumped into each other and they killed each other.
Yeah, Striker looked so good to take that fight, and I think it was Recall, and he only had like 10 HP or something left, and he manages to fire a rocket off like just before he down, and he took Striker with him, because when the quad is out and you have fired a rocket, then the rocket isn't affected by the quad damage anymore. So if you fire a long distance rocket and you die and you have quad, then that won't be a quad rocket anymore. And it actually was a quad rocket, like just for a split second, for a long enough time that it would matter, and kill Striker in one shot. So it was like such a clutch moment, and Milton of course coming in afterwards and picking up the pack.
Awesome. I remember Zero with a backstab at Path, when we didn't see him whoever it was distracted by someone going down the path and going into low, and then when he got followed, then Zero was right there, either hiding in the corner by the door to secret or in secret, firing up, and took them out with a bit of a backstab move. And then immediately after it went to went to Paradox, or whoever Paradox was juggling in the air with rockets.
Oh yeah, that, wow, yeah, Laxup dropped down from the floating up at the GL high tele area, and Paradox just landed, I think it was 3 rockets like in a row in mid-air. And yeah, sure, you can do that on end or in any DMM4 map, and it's nice, but like in a high pressure situation such as a TDM finals such as this, it's just awesome. It's very rare that it actually happens.
Yeah, that was incredible. Okay, if nothing more to add, we'll go on to 1 and 2.
Yeah, sure.